Hi everybody, Bob here. Welcome to step 2 of 4 in our 4-step plan to turn any lick into a complete solo. And hope you had a chance to play around with the lick from step number 1. It's a pretty simple lick. And I told you to play it like you learned it. And I want to put that over a track for you here, just so you can get a sense of what that's supposed to be like. I want you to be able to play this to a backing track. And after I do that, I'm just going to demonstrate that a couple times for you. Then we're going to move on to step 2. So here we go. This is the lick from step 1, played over a backing track. Alright, there you go. Pretty simple. Played that for you a few times. Now that we've done that, let's move on to step 2. Now, for step 2, what I want you to think about, every lick can really be turned into smaller chunks. And that is step number 2. We're going to take this lick and we're going to break it down into smaller chunks that you can use as part of a solo. And this lick is made up of, let's see what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different notes. The bend here is the same as the A. So there's 5 different notes total in this thing. Now, a chunk can be as simple as just one note, like this bend could be a chunk. 2 notes could be a chunk, 3 notes could be a chunk. So however you want to break this lick down into smaller parts is completely up to you. Now I'm going to give you a few examples here, and then I want you to think about this on your own. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to start off the step 3 video like we started off the step 2 video today. I'm going to play some of these chunks over the backing track and show you how we can start to make some music with them. And then I'm going to reveal step 3. So that's sort of a sneak preview, but getting back to breaking this lick up into chunks. Now, there are going to be places where it seems natural to chunk it, and then maybe some places that don't seem so natural. So when I think about this lick, whoops. The first thing I think about is those 5 notes. That just seems like a place right in the middle where I would want to break that lick up into 2 parts. And then the second chunk would be, now that seems like a chunk. That just seems like a natural breaking point for me right there. And then the bend by itself seems like a chunk. Now, I could just make those first 3 notes be a chunk. I could go, those notes could be a chunk right there. So I think I've already given you 5, right? 5 chunks, so let's count them up. 1, that's the first one, and then 2, and then 3 would be the bend, and then 4 would be this one, and then 5 would be... Okay, now I'm going to stop there. I'm going to give you those 5 chunks, and that's certainly not all. I could certainly find some more ways to break that lick up into different chunks. And that's your job between now and the time step 3 gets released. I want you to think about this. There's no right or wrong, there are no rules. You just use your imagination, see what you can come up with. You know, make a little game out of it. And again, a chunk could be 1 note, could be 2 notes, could be 3 notes, 4 notes, 5 notes. We said there's 5 different notes in this lick. If you play it all together, there's, let's see how many in sequence. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if you think of it as the whole thing, and the whole thing is 1 chunk, then I could have a chunk of 9 notes, 8 notes, 7. So you get the idea. A lot of different ways to break it up. Again, use your imagination. Have some fun with it. Don't take it too seriously. Just, you know, bust it up and see what you come up with. Alright, there you go. So your job for the next couple of days keep on practicing the lick. I gave you the backing track, and it's at a pretty slow tempo, so make sure you can play it in time along with the track. Look at the chunks I gave you, and try to come up with some chunks of your own, and we'll be back with step 3 in a couple of days. Alright, have fun, and I'll see you then.